Hi Monets, it's Tia aka Everyday Monet, and I've been wanting to do this video with you, for you, for a while. I wanted to do sort of like a awesome makeup finds update type of situation because I've done so many of the videos and I've not really come back to tell you whether I like them or not. So I'm calling this awesome makeup finds trash or treasure. And so I'm gonna start because I have a long list here. I have a lot of videos to get through in terms of updates, so I'm gonna start with the definite treasures. The first one, if you've seen, and I'll link it up here, is this is the Pearlescence white charcoal mattifying setting spray. I did a whole review on the Pearlescence line, but I absolutely love this setting spray. I love the line in general and definitely would recommend. So that's a treasure. I also been enjoying this Body Shop spray. This one is in Vineyard Peach. I also have one in Mango. I'm a little sensitive to smells and like as far as like real perfume. So those little body sprays are nice and I enjoy them. I did try two drugstore foundations, which if you watch me, I don't use a lot of drugstore foundations. I mean, I'm really trying to. And so the one that I tried was the Maybelline 24-Hour Foundation, the Superstay Full Coverage. Mine is in the shade, this is in 120 Classic Ivory. And then I mixed it a little bit with another shade to make my perfect shade. I did see that they now have one that's more my shade, but when I first got this, it was like just coming out. And so they didn't have a lot of shades in the store. Like they had spaces for them, but they weren't there. And then the other one I tried was the Revlon Color Stay for combination and oily skin. This is in number 300. I've enjoyed both of these foundations, so I would say those are treasures. Another treasure that I picked up was the Kat Von D Shade and Light, the contouring palette. I know this isn't a new product. Obviously, I got it I think at Marshall's or something, but I really enjoy it. I think the powders work well. I think this is a nice amount of powders. Like sometimes they just go ham. It's like you don't need so much contouring. And I love the Kat Von D brand and the Kat Von D formula. So treasure. Another treasure, and this one's dirty because I just used it. This was the Eco Tools sponge that I got, and I would not have tried the Eco Tools sponges had they not been at Marshall's and less expensive than in the store. But I really find that, I mean, it's really given my Real Technique sponge a run for its money, so definite treasure. The other unexpected treasure I found was this Real Techniques, and this is made for cheek products. I didn't think I would like this, but I really, really do. Do I think it's a necessity? Well, no, you don't need a specific sponge for cheek products, but if you like cream cheek products or if you like building up and layering cheek products, I do feel like this is a good option and I would recommend. The one surprise that I found that is a treasure is this Sweet Treats blush and bronzer collection from Beauty Concepts, and this was at TJ Maxx for $3.99, and it has these cheek, seriously, it has these cheek colors and these bronzing colors. I really love these cheek colors. I actually haven't dove really into the bronzing, but you can see I have been using these cheek colors and I really love them. And I'm surprised and happy, and this was definitely a treasure. Two brush treasures I found was this was a Moda. It's also the same as the Royal and Langnickel. This is a multi-purpose powder brush. I absolutely love this brush, and I was actually using it and I had to pull it out of my rotation, but I definitely recommend this brand. You can get them obviously at discount stores, but you can also get them at Walmart. If you know me at all, you know I love my Real Techniques, and this is the Real Techniques stippling brush. Not only do I love Real Techniques, I love stippling brushes, so this was definitely a plus and a win for me. Treasure. Another treasure I found was the newly formulated Wet n Wild palettes. This one is in not a basic peach. I actually did not pick up the other ones. They didn't really strike my fancy, and I have the original Comfort Zone. I still use it, so I mean, until that's ready to be thrown out or whatever, I won't get the new Comfort Zone. But this one I definitely recommend. So, treasure. You probably already heard this if you watched any of my videos. I absolutely love these LA Girl face palettes. This is in Spice. And you can see I've used this quite a bit. I highly recommend these. The price is amazing, but the quality is even better. So that's a definite treasure in my book. The other one that I got was this Highlight and Contour. I got this from Gabriel Brothers for $7.99. This is from The Balm. This is actually still in the sleeve because I already have one of these that I've used. And several of the shades I used up already. So I know I love this. I know this is a treasure. That's why I bought a backup. One of my Bad Habit palettes from Shop Hush. This is the Athena palette. I've used this and really enjoyed it. I actually got this palette from the original palette, not this one, but the Rose Gold, and that was in the, it's called the Aphrodite palette. But these are supposed to be knockoffs of the Huda Beauty palettes. I actually got the original Huda Beauty in Rose Gold and returned it. I hated it. So I was super happy and surprised that I loved these and the Aphrodite one as well, even more than the $65 ones. So, treasure! And the other treasure that I found was this Ciate London. This was the Chloe Morello collaboration. This was the second one. And you can see in there, I've given this quite a bit of love. I just love these purples, these greens, these pinks. Like, this is really my go-to. Like, I love this type of color palette. It's a little bit cool. It's a little bit warm. I love it. So that is what I have for you in terms of the treasures. I have some that are middle of the road, like meh, and then some that I think are trash. So let's get into those ones. The first ones that I think are middle of the road, like I like them, but I mean, I'm not like super jazzed about. This would be the Real Technique sponge. This was the sculpting sponge. I don't hate it. Like, I love the Real Technique sponges, but I don't really feel like, maybe because I don't contour and I especially don't cream contour, like I don't necessarily need both these two ends in one. I like it, I use it, but I wouldn't necessarily rebuy it. Another one that was, you know, it's good, is the Royal and Langnickel, also the Moda brushes. This one is the Eye Shaper. I really like this brush. Maybe this should actually be in the treasure. The thing is it came in a set and it came with one that was a dual-ended brush. I hate dual-ended brushes, so I just didn't like it. It was meh, and actually I couldn't even find it, so I don't know if I put it in my backup brush bin or if I got rid of it. But that one I do like. The other one that was a meh was the Real Techniques Blend and Blur brush. This is one of those big, like, I call them toothbrush brushes. So I'm like blending in my foundation on my forehead. This isn't a bad brush. I just don't prefer this style of brush. I've tried different types of brushes like this. I actually have one that I have here that I use for under eye contour, which I do like. And I have another one somewhere that's like really skinny that I use for inner corner highlight. But these big ones, I guess, you know, I have it, I'll use it, but it's not like a must-have, and I wouldn't necessarily suggest buying it. Another thing is I got this like fun little glittery eyelash curler. The only reason this is meh for me, I think it works well. I like the spring on it. Obviously love the glitter. But I don't use mascara almost ever. So I don't get a ton of use out of it. I think that's why it's kind of meh for me. But it's not bad. I can't remember who that was by. Maybe I wrote it down. I just wrote Sparkle Eyelash Curler. I don't even know who it was by, but it was in one of my awesome makeup finds. Another meh product that I got was, actually hurts my heart to say this. This was the Cargo Cosmetics. This was the collaboration with Star Wars. They had the dark side and the light side. I only got the dark side. I don't hate this because I love Cargo shadows. This hard pan I did myself because I have never in my life sprayed right into a shadow, and for some reason I did, so I gotta fix that. Again, I don't hate these shadows. I just am not partial to super dark shadows, and that's what these are. Again, dark side. It's not bad. it's just not a personal treasure for me, but I do love cargo shadows, and so I would say it's meh. I might use it to deepen up a look or use it in conjunction with other cargo eyeshadow palettes, but you know, if you saw this, unless you really like deep looks, unless you really like a smoky eye, this is not going to be for you. And then I had 4 that were just, no. One of them is this hard candy. These were the color correcting baked powders. These are crazy. They are just super chalky. I don't know if you can see that. They're super chalky. They just give a weird cast on the skin. They didn't do what they were supposed to. I actually got a couple of these on clearance from Walmart, probably why they're on clearance. I just wouldn't suggest these at all. They're color correcting powders. Another thing that I was excited about but did not work out, this is the Golden Glow Palette Pro Bronzer from Daisy Fuentes. And this is sort of in that whole Anastasia Beverly Hills vibe. They were okay. I guess yeah, the color payoff is a little lackluster. So you can see them there. Like, these two you can't see. This one's weird. It's just the only one that works really is this white one. But then on my skin, I felt like it pulled up a lot of texture. So, I mean, I was hoping that it could be like a dupe, but it's not. This is trash. Don't buy it. The other thing that was trash is I absolutely love these, and this was my second one. That's why this hasn't been opened. A, I'm obsessed with pumpkin. B, I'm obsessed with these fuzzy little bath balls. Fuzzy? Fizzy? Fizz balls. Fizz bath bomb balls. Whatever. I love them. I use this one, another, you know, because I had bought 2 because I'm like, ooh, bath bomb pumpkin. Love it. Love it. I don't know what. It didn't really fizz. It was huge. It made the water feel gritty. It does not do what other bath bombs that I like use. So this one is trash. Although my son always wants to use my bath bombs, and I'm like, you can't use my bath bombs because I love them, right? So this is the one I'm actually going to keep to let him use, but it's still trash. And the last thing that I found that I had high hopes for, but it's definitely trash, is this Beauty Treats Glow Palette. It sort of has, again, an Anastasia Beverly Hills vibe. You can't tell, the lights are washing it out a little bit, but this is like that purpley type of shade, and sort of the rose gold type of shade, and the really, really white. Again, color payoff was weird. And you know, you can kind of see right here, the white one isn't bad. Yeah, it's this white one that's not bad. These are super chalky. They just didn't do much for my skin. Again, it seems like the white ones are the only ones that give any kind of reflective, but they don't sit on the skin well at all. If you're over like 10, it's going to pick up texture you don't even have. So I would not suggest those. So that's what I have for you. I'm going to do these updates a little bit more regularly now that I am going back in my videos and sort of writing down the products. But I didn't want to overwhelm you because I've done like, I think 20 of these videos now. So that's what I have for you for this one. If you have a particular product that I have gotten in an awesome makeup finds video, please let me know and I'll bump it up on the list to give an update on. I really appreciate you watching. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. I'd love to have you as my little Monet. I will see you in my next video. Bye.